Already.
Hi.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back. Here we go again. Another Saturday evening. Well, it's evening where we are, 7
Yes.
p.m. Eastern Standard Time, as they say, or they used to say Eastern Standard Time. Now they just say Eastern Time, but I still say Eastern Standard Time. I'm bringing it back. But
We got some people here. We got K
Munin
Munin. And he took it easy this week because he spent a ton of money last week.
Oh, God. Casey is here.
And Casey went overboard this week. So him and K Munin switched spots. And Pastor Rick is here. And David Blue Splash is here.
Brad.
And Brad is here.
And everyone else who maybe they're listening.
The other 14 people in the background.
So far, yeah, who have choose not to say anything.
Yeah, but they've chosen to tune in, and we thank you
to
each and every one of you that chose to tune in and hear what we got to say and listen to us rant and talk and read your comments and respond to you.
And just in case of emergency, I do have the crown, so no misbehaving.
And we got Black Knight in the house. Hey, Black Knight, how are you?
Yeah, and as we wrap up the week, and of course we did the weekly roundup yesterday. We did the weekly roundup yesterday, and some more.
Hey,
Renard is there. Halloween candy is out already. Yeah, yeah, it is.
And we got Karen B.
Karen
Love
is
your videos.
A new subscriber.
Yes, the first time I seen your name. Thank you for being a subscriber, and thank you for watching. Hope you enjoy, and join in on the comments if you feel like it. Oh shoot, came in.
Oh, see.
K Munin always encouraging you. Thank you, Pastor Rick.
Pastor Rick, something for the kiddie pool. And of course, for those of you who are not familiar, we have our own cat shelter where we have abandoned and injured and feral cats that we take care of. So every bit helps. We appreciate that. Uncarded is here. Wants to know J&D Studios Dernies.
I don't know what.
I don't know if I've seen that. I don't think.
Oh, okay. J&D Studios.
I know who that is, but I don't think I've seen that.
Okay.
But I did like, however, the Hot Toys Killing Joke Joker.
That looked good. That was tempting. To me, I thought that was tempting.
Yeah. Blue Splash said flea market's getting full of Halloween stuff. We got to watch out for the blow molds. Because if I come across a decent vintage blow mold that is intact, I'll grab it. I got one sitting here. I got another one somewhere. I got a couple sitting over here, actually, even behind me. You see those two pumpkins that are on the shelf right there? Those are blow mold light up pumpkins that are 70s throwbacks. And actually, I'm going to show it in next week's roundup. Michaels is bringing that back.
The blow molds?
Michaels is producing blow molds in the traditional style, with the cord, with the light that goes in the little hole and everything. They're doing it. I'm going to show a little bit of that on the next roundup.
Hey, Raccoon Eyes, how are you? The Mother of Dragons, the Game of Thrones. Okay,
well, we didn't watch Game of Thrones, so we don't know.
I thought I recognized that name though, but I couldn't remember from where. Yeah, we saw one episode of Game of Thrones and then we ended it.
Yeah.
I saw some review on the Storm Arena Ryu and Ken figures. Quite impressive.
Yeah, those are the ones that are cheaper because Ryu, that's correct. Because usually the Storm figures are like around $100, and then they've got this sub series that's $30, and I'm like, but they look exactly the same. Why are they so much cheaper?
For the people that's on a budget.
Yeah, I guess. See, that's my blow mold pumpkins. The color's not coming in too good. These are actually brighter than it looks on the screen, at least from where I'm seeing it. And they're twins. They're, printed on both sides, and the light goes in a little hole on the bottom there.
Yeah.
And the owl I've shown before. The owl works great.
Hey, Robert, how are you?
Was that Robert online?
Yes.
Joining us. One of my absolute favorites, and I found it at a yard sale, like super, super cheap, is this blow mold owl. And this one is expensive. These are expensive. And it works, of course. It lights up. It glows great. I love these. But yeah, if you look up the owl on eBay, who made this? I forget. I think it's Levingston. I can't remember. I can't even read what it says down there. But
I'm not getting a crown because I'm not gonna mess up my hair.
Oh.
I pre-ordered the uncarded. Pre-ordered the Hot Toys Killing Joke. I really like
nice
that. That one, and I'm the Queen Studios, Michael Jackson. I really did like it.
Yeah.
Now, I would get the Killing Joke before the Michael Jackson, but I did like both. And that Killing Joke did look good. That was tempting. That really was.
It's an iconic look for the Joker too.
Yeah.
That was a very popular book. I think it went to like 10 or 12 printings, something crazy.
And then we talked about this a couple of months ago. It's a silent film called The Killing Joke.
No.
The Man Who Laughs. I'm sorry.
Who laughs, yes.
There's a silent film called The Man Who Laughs.
Yes.
And when you see the thumbnail or the cover for it, the face looks like
he's
the
like
Joker.
The template for the classic Joker.
Well, the look.
Yes.
Because when you see the movie, then it's like totally different. But the movie is really good.
He's not a sinister guy.
Yeah.
He's actually a nice guy.
The movie was really good, but the face, everything looked like the Joker, and it's like they could have got the look of the Joker from that, not the story.
Especially since it's the silent era and they had all the powder on their face, for the lighting. So yeah, he's all pale and he's got this insane, crazy smile, and he can't. The smile is stuck. He can't undo it.
Yeah, well, not to give the story away, but the smile was cut into his face, and that's all we're gonna say about that.
That's all.
If you want to see it to understand, watch it. It's a really, really good movie.
Yes.
Happy Saturday to Robert, and Robert wants everybody else to know it. David, they are actually smaller than.
A little smaller. I see.
Okay, that's why it's cheaper.
Uncarded wants to know if anybody's getting the HasLab Snowcat. Is it still dragging?
Ooh.
Oh, Robert broke his arm.
Oh,
really?
Bought a scooter and fell off and broke his arm. Oh my God, we're so sad to hear that, Robert. Hope you be all right. If y'all know a word of prayer, pray for Robert. If y'all don't, just be like, I hope Robert be okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
because I can't get my hair messed up. That ain't gonna happen.
Give her a tiara. And Chris is here. Glad you could join us, Chris.
Thank you,
Says
Chris.
He was looking forward to it.
Hey, Richard from Yonkers.
Yeah, you got to say it right.
No, he's from Yonkers.
He's from Yonkers. You pronounce it like that, and people get mad. Like,
okay.
I talked about that with Boston. People are like, oh, you're from Boston. Say, park the car. And it's like, yeah, park the car. And they're like, no, you didn't do it right. And it's like, I'm not from South Boston or Revere Beach. I'm not going to pronounce it that way.
So David is saving up all of his money for the shows in fall. There is a bunch of shows starting up in September.
Yeah, and the next one we're going to film is the Joe Lanta, and then after that is another retro toy swap in the first Saturday of October. And then after that, of course, is the Conyers toy show. But and the next, hopefully the next retro, because last one was kind of lackluster, honestly. And although we still did, she did really good. We still scored there, but it wasn't as much. It wasn't as much as we were accustomed to at the retro toy swap. But really, it was on account of weather. It was drizzling. A lot of people who were supposed to show up just didn't show because they were afraid their stuff was going to get ruined. And like I said in the video. Yeah, I get it. I get it. I'm not mad at them. Unfortunately, you just get fewer vendors. Yeah,
and Richard is saying that's exactly where they got the idea of the Joker, and you can see it just from the thumbnail. In the thumbnail or the movie poster, however you want to call it, made me think, wow, is that going to be a movie of the Joker? Because the name of it is The Man Who Laughs. So I thought it was going to be like the Joker and thinking, oh, that's where they got that whole concept. But is the idea. And if you see it, it's a sad movie. And I felt bad for the actor because he had to hold that smile for the whole movie. And it was a long movie. And he had to hold a smile.
Tell me, here it is.
Oh,
tell me that is not like the Joker.
Yeah.
The teeth, the smile, the way the hair. I mean, the hair, even though it's black and white, with that paleness and the shadowed out eyes, and that hair could be green. Somebody looked at that and said, "With that'd make a great villain."
Yeah.
And there you go.
And from looking at that picture, you thought, "Oh yeah, this is going to be where the Joker came from." But it's a good movie. So if you're into, even if you're not, because I wasn't into silent films until I saw that.
Some are really good.
Yeah, some are very good.
Man Who Laughs, Nosferatu, Metropolis, and Foolish Wives. Foolish Wives is really good also.
Uncarded is hoping that Caustic Plastic makes Count Orloff.
That's Nosferatu.
And we saw the movie with what's that? Willem Dafoe. Hey, Sylvie.
It was a film about the making of that film, but it was an imagined. It was interesting. He did a good job in that. So there you go. But yeah, I think that's our plans, unless something else pops up. Because of course, I do the live video walkthroughs when the shows that we are able to attend for the people who are watching at home. So Joe Lanta, then the retro toy swap, and then actually December 6th is the last retro toy swap of the year, and the day after that is the Conyers show.
And K-Muni didn't know that there was a HasLab going on, but I'm sure you ain't missing nothing. Just because you didn't know, it's not like, your life is going to be a couple of days shorter or nothing.
Yeah, you'll be okay.
Last night on the Man-Wolf figure, didn't want to spoil it. Huh?
What do you mean?
I don't know what you're getting at. That Joker does look nice, but no Batman to go with it.
Oh, I'm sure you could pair him up with the
Hey Casey.
You could pair him up with the Hot Toy. Oh, they made a lot of Hot Toys Jokers. Batman's actually.
The Man-Wolf is the son of J. Jonah. Okay,
from that's right. Okay.
Mike Morris.
Michael wants to know if the Murky doll was 1983. Is that correct? I think so. And he's like a deformed sprite.
Yeah. He's bigger and he's brown.
Yes.
And he doesn't have like a bright color like the rest of them, but he is a sprite.
He's actually
Media Room is looking good. Thank you, Nick.
He's really not even a bad guy
on the show, not. Honestly. Because he likes Rainbow Bright and the sprites.
Yeah. He likes the colors, and he's always saying that, and then Murky gets mad at him. See, look at all the pretty colors, Murky. Be quiet.
When that movie came out, it came out in the 20s.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, it came out in the 20s because it's a silent film.
It came out before Steamboat Willie, because Steamboat Willie was the first official talkie.
Oh, really?
Yes. That was the significance of Walt Disney, and how one of the ways he became so amazingly well known and popular, because he had the first talking film, and then the first colorized, which was, if I remember this correctly, the first color feature was Snow White.
Oh, okay.
And that, I mean, you're batting 1,000 if you're making breakthroughs like that. I don't know, Robert. I don't know when that came out.
Yeah, I mean, you can look
off the top of my head.
You can look up the name and see when he appeared in comics. I don't know, but we're just talking about the silent film. That's all we're talking about, and we're just talking about how the character looks like the Joker, and maybe they got the concept for it.
Very likely. I mean, that's where they copied the image from anyways.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yesterday, David got the Dragon Man from Marvel Legends order. Him last year. Okay, so yeah, it take a long. I've never.
David Blue Splash,
Yeah,
not
the
David
Blue
me.
Splash. Yeah.
Different David.
Oh yeah, we said that already.
Mm-hmm. And Casey made a custom skeletal origins pop and swap.
Oh, okay.
Like buying a new figure. Interesting.
Oh, okay, that's cool. It's cool that you got that ability.
Robert likes the media room. We're working on it. We're working on it.
It's coming together slowly.
I don't have anything hung yet. It's just kind of sitting there.
I don't have the Murky doll. No.
She has a few Rainbow Brights pieces, but she doesn't have Murky.
Yeah, I don't have that one. That one's hard to find. I don't think I ever even seen it for sale. I don't think so. I've never seen it.
Richard says that film came out in 28.
Oh, okay. But it is a very good movie.
It's almost 100 years old then. Almost 100 years ago.
Yeah.
Uncarded thinks Disney had the most Academy Awards of anyone's.
Yeah. Once. Yeah. One time. Hey, yeah. Space Knight. How are you?
Space Knight's joining us. Good site that lists a full line of any given toy series. Yojo.com. If you want to find everything ever made from a raw, yojo.com is pretty good.
It's I don't have my phone with me. It's a website that I use, and they have a checklist of every toy line that I've looked for, and they got a lot because they got it in alphabetical order, and you can go through and look for every toy it seems like they have on there.
I don't know the name of it.
I gotta go and get my phone, and I can tell you because I have it saved in my phone. But if I start a new toy line, I always go to that website because they show you a picture of it boxed and carded, and they tell you the name, the year it came out, and then they'll show you a picture of the accessories. And if it's any like variants or different colors, they'll have that too. So I'll grab my phone and I'll tell you.
757 is here. He says,
from
happy
Virginia.
Saturday, first time here.
Hey, thank you.
Thank you for joining us. Here's an oddball. I found this the other day. Had anybody ever seen this before?
While you showing that, I'll go get the thing.
Okay. This is a booklet from Orville Redenbacher. You remember Orville Redenbacher popping corn? And he used to be in all of his own commercials. This is a popcorn recipe book from 1975 or 1975. And inside, there's a message from Orville. And then it goes on to give you, it tells you different types of corn. And then there's, it gives you some history of corn, some other stuff like that, some trivia, corn-related trivia. And then he talks about his industry. And then he talks about the proper procedures for popping corn. This thing is crazy. And then it gives you some recipe ideas for various things that you could do with popcorn to make your own.
Should have brought my damn glass.
Your own gourmet corn. And I'm looking at the recipes and I'm like, these are actually pretty freaking interesting. And that's something that you don't think of. Look at this. This is a bowl made out of popcorn that he's got ice cream in. That's crazy. Then you could eat the bowl. It's kind of like the bread bowl at like Panera Bread. Look at that. It's like a popcorn bundt cake. Harvest pumpkin ball. That's crazy. But I just thought that was really cool. 1975, Orville Redenbacher. And I'm sure you're all familiar with that. And that's, again, very nostalgic thing because, of course, he's gone now. He died some years ago, and then he wasn't in the commercials anymore. And then you don't really hear about it anymore, do you? You don't hear about it anymore. And I just thought this was fascinating. And it was in the thrift store. It was like, what, 49 cents or something. So I'm like, sure, I'll take it.
No, I don't know what Terrahawks is. That website that I was telling you about is Figures Realm. So it's Figures Realm, and they'll show you all of the different manufacturers and the year the thing came out. So like I pulled up
Terrahawks.
I pulled up Rainbow Bright. And like this one is showing you like the loyal subjects. Okay, so David got Terrahawks. I don't know what a Terrahawk is.
It's a Jerry Anderson's Super Marionation show.
Oh, okay.
It's one of those.
I never watched it.
It's one of those. And
yeah. Hey, Custom God, how are you?
Yeah, wah Custom God pulling a he's trying to get the Peabody Award. As you are, some of you might be aware, of course, when you watched Bullwinkle and Friends, and they would do the Sherman and Peabody, and they'd use the Wayback Machine at the end of every episode. Peabody would start leaning in on a pun, which is now often called a dad joke, but really it's a pun. And then he would start, and then Sherman would go, "Oh, Mr. Peabody, please don't." And then he'd finish the joke, and it's like, wah. So that he's going for what I call the Peabody Award.
No, we never saw Streets of Fire.
I don't know if I saw that.
I never heard of that one, so I don't know if
I saw that. Muted says the colored popcorn looked like Fruit Loops. I bet it's good. I'm curious about some of these.
Hey, Mickle Stapler.
Oh, he says, been away dealing with health issues.
I hope you're feeling better.
Thought he was having a heart attack. Went to the ER, and he has a plasty in his face. Wow.
What is a plasty? What's that? I'm on the mend currently and wanted to fill you in. Hope you're doing well.
Yeah.
Well, again, if
I've heard the term. I'm not sure off the top of my head, but I know I've heard it.
Well, even if whoever knows a word of prayer, pray for Mickle Stapler. If you don't know about it or believe in it, just say, "Man, I hope Mickle Stapler be all right."
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm so punny.
Yes. God.
But what is no, for real though? But what is plasty on my face? Of a plasty. What is that? Oh, Bell's palsy.
Okay.
Oh, palsy. Okay.
And I'm like, I wasn't sure.
Oh, because it mistyped because it does say plasty. He meant palsy.
Yes.
Oh man, that's like you kind of paralyzed in the face. Oh, geez.
Wow.
I thought that was the Tennessee. No, tuxedo. That's not Tennessee tuxedo.
No, a Tennessee tuxedo, because Tennessee tuxedo, they also did puns.
Oh, did they?
Yes. That's what he's talking about.
Yeah.
Space Knight likes the popcorn book. I also found this. It is a 1965 copy of Reader's Digest. 35 cents. July 1965. And artist formerly known as Jesse Saywat is here. And it's fully intact. There's like coupons and stuff in here, because I was flipping through this and I'm like, no one ever touched this book. Look at that. Here's 10 cents. Here's a coupon for 10 cents off Amon's medicated powder. Still in there. And let me see, what else have we got?
No, I never heard of Mr. Sardacious. What is that word? I can't see it, Harley. I never heard of it though, so I know I never saw that. Do you know that the Peabody Award is actually an actual for children's books?
5 cents off of
wow. So that's like a stroke, because when you have a stroke, you get paralyzed like on the left. Some, because my mama had a stroke, but she didn't get paralyzed at all. But some people get light paralysis, some get major, all the way from their face to the point that they can't walk or fully paralyzed. Man, I pray you be all right. But it's getting better, very slow. Again, thank you for all of the well wishes and prayer. I truly appreciate it. And of course, Chance is here.
Oh, Chance is here.
Where are we? In Dallas. Jock is fully back. He Miss Ellie, which I couldn't understand why she went in his room and started just going through all his stuff, found his belt buckle and some letters and stuff, and he walked in and he was like, "I didn't want you to find out this way."
Because she's a nosy little snit. She's awful. She really is. It's her fault everybody there screwed up. Just saying.
It is because everybody wanted to move and leave that house, and she just started crying and falling out, and they wouldn't go to shut her up. And it's like if they had moved out, things wouldn't be that bad. But Bobby is in a bad position because Pam got a house. All he got to do is move in with Pam. He don't need to bring them back to no South Fork.
Yeah.
Underdog was another great cartoon.
Yeah, Underdog was fun.
Hey, Brian.
Oh, Brian is with us. Glad you could make it today.
I have
Imperial margarine
to go eat with my family. Okay. Well, thank you for stopping by and letting us know. Keep us updated on what's going on.
Hopefully you'll be all right. Gosh.
Yeah.
Hey, you can save 7 cents off of. See, all the coupons are still in this. 7 cents off of 2 cans of Vandekamp's pork and beans. 7 cents off when you buy 2.
But we did watch a wonderful movie.
Oh, hey, RCA Record Club.
We did watch a wonderful movie. We watched.
What did we watch?
War of the Worlds.
That was a horrible film.
With Ice Cube.
That was terrible.
Johnny is on his way to work, and he will catch us on the replay.
Let's put it like this. If you go to Rotten Tomatoes, the last time I checked, it was rating at 0. 0. 0.
That movie was good.
It was not good. It was not. She likes cheesy films. That's why she says it was good, but it was not a good film. Okay?
It wasn't enough cheese for me because it was a higher end.
Why? Because it had like C, D, E, F, and G list actors, washed up actors.
It was a little bit higher end, but it still had that vein of cheese. I have heard horrible things. No, not horrible.
They changed the entire premise of without giving it away. Okay, they changed the entire premise because the original story and when the story T. Stewart.
David got me laughing. Sorry.
The original story and even the remakes, like for example, even the Tom Cruise version, there's a strong element of humanity in the plot. Okay, they're teaching you something about humanity.
Yes, greenback stamp.
And it's not there in this film. It does not exist in this film.
It was.
No, it does not.
I admit the movie did feel rushed.
Very rushed. It's in real time. Let's put it that way. So the whole thing wraps up in an hour and a half, and that's literally how much time is spent in their reality on what's going on. It's like, oh, we're being invaded. Oh, well, we beat them already. Let's pat ourselves on the back. It's that quick.
Custom God said the original is his favorite.
The original is pretty good. It was well done.
Richard, you cannot go by the thumbnail. You got to watch it. Hey, Patrick, you got to watch it. The higher end of the toilet seat. That's how bad it was. No,
only if you put paper on it first.
Cheesy and a complete dump.
A complete polished turd.
Can't be as bad as Snow White movie. See,
at least Ice Cube didn't get on the internet and insult the moviegoers and tell them it's their fault that the film wasn't good. And insult the original version. Well, this is way better than the first version because blah. Nobody wants to.
No, it was not better. Thank you, T. Stewart. Never been disappointed in Ice Cube until
I can
now.
Trump you. I can trump you on that. Triple X3.
I didn't see Triple X3.
The first one with Vin Diesel, good film. The second one with Ice Cube, not very good at all. The third one, miserable. and Vin Diesel was back for it.
Oh,
and I'm like, oh
wow.
God, this is bad. And again, thank you, T. Stewart, for
Yes.
for making the donation to the channel.
And K Muna said, if you can beat an intergalactic invading force in 90 minutes,
yeah, they
you
weren't
much of a threat.
They weren't. I don't want to give away details in case somebody wants to watch it. I don't want to kill it for you. But it was. I was like, oh my God, the arrogance of
where did you get arrogance from?
Of the writers believing that the human race could so easily defeat aliens that easily and that quickly.
So Chance says the guy that's playing Jock was the original 75-76 SWAT series. He was Steve Forrest.
Okay. I don't remember who was in SWAT. I remember watching it when I was a kid, but I don't really remember SWAT all that well.
Well, back to Waterworlds. They did say this, that the movie was going to use more technology, and they did. They used a lot of technology because Ice Cube worked for what? The
DHS.
Department of Homeland Security. He was a computer hacker.
Which basically means that about 85% of the film is watching Ice Cube typing on a keyboard. I am not exaggerating.
Okay,
you can't deny it.
No, I cannot deny
We're looking
that.
from a screen perspective. Ice Cube, oh snap, typing on the computer. It's like, please. Oh my God, what's going on in New York? Oh my God, let me look at Paris. Oh snap.
Anyway, plans on watching Demon Slayer. I forgot to look it up.
Infinity Castle.
Okay, I got to write that down.
Do you?
So I can look it up.
Is it already written on there like 8 times?
I got to take the paper upstairs. Oh, I'm glad I pulled this out. I didn't mean to take this.
Oh, yeah, because there is something already written on there from last time.
I put it back in the drawer.
That's okay.
So Demon Slayer.
That is okay. Anyway, the reason I was pointing that out in this book is because this is back when you could use, if I can even find the ad now, like right here, this is back when you could still get colored toilet paper. You got to be old to remember the colored toilet paper, and they stopped using it because it was putting dyes in all the wrong places, and people were getting like colon cancer from it.
Colon cancer?
Yeah.
From dye?
Because people using it, wiping with it.
And on the toilet paper. That's right.
They were using food colorings or whatever in the toilet paper.
Yeah,
and it was causing people to have problems, and they stopped it, and that's why all paper is white now.
I remember that because you bought the toilet paper to match your bathroom scheme.
Yes, you could. They came in a ton of different colors.
Yeah,
and
blue
they even come with,
and pink,
or with designs on them,
flowers,
colored patterns and stuff.
Yeah,
you could accent your entire bathroom when you had your furry your mats, and you get. My mother had a set. The lid, the facing of the bowl with a hole for the little handle to come out, and and even wraparounds for the bottom of the bowl, so the whole thing would be carpeted. And I'm like,
Robert Urich was in
Urich.
Then comes out in the USA. Oh, so it ain't even out yet. So how you gonna ask us if we saw it if it's not even out?
I don't know.
Colored toilet paper. Man, I remember colored toilet paper.
He asked if we were gonna watch it.
Oh, anyone? Oh, any plans watch? I thought he meant like we want to plan to watch it this weekend. Okay.
Chance never realized you were in the military.
Oh yeah, how you know that now?
He heard me mention it.
Oh, on the news.
Yeah. Oh. She 21 years.
Yeah, spent a long time.
21 years, and not hanging out in fancy nightclubs and places. She got deployed, so she was a medic.
Richard saw it, but he said he wanted his 90 minutes back.
He wants his night. You can't have it. Denied. 90 minutes, gone.
Did anybody see the movie Weapons? It's out now in the theaters.
We've heard it's good, but I don't trust anybody, good, bad, otherwise.
Yeah.
You know, tell people you never. That's right, Custom God. They made Senate toilet
I
paper.
remember Senate
Oh
toilet
my God,
paper.
yeah, that couldn't have been too good for
I was
you
in
either.
the Army, Chance.
She was 82nd Airborne and Medical Corps. I'm proud of you for a variety of reasons, not just military career. She's an impressive woman, really.
I do see Demon Slayer on when we look for animated cartoons. Demon Slayer does come up. So if
hey,
what?
I don't mean to jump you there. Chance says he is in that film.
Hey, Chance is in the movie?
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Okay, so
will we be able to find you? How big of a part? Because I know Chance does all sorts of different types of acting jobs. So
are you in the courthouse or the town hall meeting? But the reason why I asked, because we did see a review. And okay, it's a movie that came out a few years ago called The Door in the Woods. I'm not going to give away what A Door in the Woods is.
I thought the premise for this film would be a good sequel to that one.
Yeah, we thought it was a sequel, so I looked it up to ask, do they tie in? Because it sounds like, just from looking at the review, that it could be an actual sequel, but it didn't. They said no, it wasn't a sequel. I'm a hostile parent running with Josh Brolin after the teacher when she escapes her car. Okay.
I see. So you're chasing a teacher around. Shame on you, Chance.
I'm chasing the teacher.
Are you hot for teacher, though? Who remembers that?
Hot for teacher.
Yeah, come on. You all know Hot for Teacher, right? Van Halen.
Army had the best mess halls. Marines had a so-so mess hall.
Did they have a good mess hall?
The food was good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, the food was,
there you go.
The food was good. I liked it anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you didn't just chow on MREs all day.
No.
You're not supposed to, actually. That you're not supposed to eat those for too long. They'll bind you up. But it's the truth.
How do you know?
I know things.
You probably never ate an MRE a day in your life.
With the crown comes great responsibility. Heavy is the head.
Yeah, heavy head.
That wears the crown.
We filmed that in June at a school in Tucker. Okay. Oh, so you didn't have to go far at all.
No.
I got it bad. I got it bad.
Yeah. Oh, Hot for Teacher. Yeah. Yes, of course. That's a great music video, though. Hot for Teacher.
I think I remember that.
Hot for Teacher is a really good music video. It's fun. It's just fun.
I'm trying to think of some good music videos. I like
Thriller.
Thriller was a
Thriller's probably the best music video ever made.
I think almost all of the Michael Jackson videos I've ever seen are good. I don't think I've ever seen a bad Michael Jackson video. I like MC Hammer Too Legit to Quit video.
I hate that video. The you know what's a good
I love
although Smooth Criminal, if you watch the full theatrical version, it's like 28 minutes long, and there's some weird stuff that goes on it. Brad is here. He says he loves of toys and cats, and as a cat lover, can I ask a favor? It depends on the favor.
Yeah, you got to ask, and then we'll see what it is. MREs had good food. My favorite was the spaghetti. Was good.
Was it?
Yeah, the spaghetti was good. I forgot my pencil.
Yeah, they're quoting Hot for Teacher
and Prince, Michael Jackson and Prince.
Even Love Is a Battlefield, because it told the whole story. The music video tell the whole story if you're following it from the beginning.
They're still quoting that thing.
Yeah, they're having a good time with it now.
Yeah.
It's just a classic video, and the song's good too. So the song also when they did the covers, because they did a bunch of covers like California Girls and some other songs like that, Van Halen. The videos are actually really funny, especially when he's pretending to be his own producer. what's his name? The singer from Van Halen. I forget his name.
David Lee Roth.
David Lee Roth, yeah. And he wore the fat suit.
Uh-huh.
He looked like Weird Al Yankovic from Eat It.
Mm-hmm.
Not Eat It.
That's where he
fat. Remember
that was
when he wore the fat suit? I'm fat. You know
yeah,
it.
I'm bad. Yeah.
Which also are pretty good music videos. Weird Al, but he put on a fat suit and pretended to be his own producer, and he did some weird stuff at the beginnings of those music videos.
I think we did a video on dying or dead TV shows, didn't we?
Did we?
I don't know.
I don't know, because we talk about a lot of stuff.
I know. We need to get back to that though. I like
Go Ninja with Vanilla Ice because he had the Ninja Turtles.
Oh, you know which one I like with Vanilla Ice Baby?
The song or the video?
The video.
Really?
And no, he had a movie. What was the name of that movie? We saw it, the Vanilla Ice movie. That was a good.
Was it Cold as Ice?
Was that it? Let me look it up.
That movie belongs on Riff Tracks.
It was on Riff Tracks.
Hey,
that's
there
how
you
we
go.
saw it.
There you go. That movie is funny. It's also where the phrase "drop that zero and get yourself a hero" comes from, because people used to say it on Ricky Lake all the time on the talk show. And they'd be like, "Can I just say something?" And they'd print the
Cool as Ice.
Cool as Ice. They bring the because when Ricky would let the audience say things, and the people would stand up and say, "I just want to say you need to drop that zero and get yourself a hero." Or they'd say, "You think you all that in a bag of chips." But people would say the same things. And you could even see Ricky was sick of it. She's like, "Thanks. That's only the 50th time I've heard this year."
So yeah, in that movie, Weapon, it was a bunch of Marvel characters in that. You had Josh Brolin, the girl that played the Silver Surfer, and the guy from Doctor Strange. All of them was in that movie. Mm-hmm. But I just thought, I was wondering if anybody had seen that in Door in the Woods and how close it was, because it felt like, just from watching, Take on Me was good. Just from watching that, it sounded like it could have been a part 2 to Door in the Woods. So that's what I was asking.
That's what she was saying.
Yeah, Diamond Dave. I like ZZ Top video. Give Me All Your Lovin' and Sharp. I don't think I seen Give Me All Your Lovin'. I think I saw Sharp Dressed Man. Okay. Eliminator album.
Yeah, the album that Van Halen. But anyways, and Austin is asking us if we heard about YouTube's AI age verification. Yeah, I don't know how the hell they're supposed to pull that off.
Yeah,
their AI already screws everything up on YouTube, as you well know. Many of you I've explained before, because the S word was used once to describe when someone decides to shut themselves off permanently. Was mentioned once. Their AI caught it and blocked my video and sent me a ton of emails asking me if I was okay and put me on a watch. And I'm serious. And it's like, are you freaking kidding me? You can't discern anything. There's no arguing with it either. It's already screwing everything up. When they went from allowing regular organic views to AI discerning who sees your video or not anyways, which is how it's done now. They decide how wide your audience is going to be. They've really messed it up. When it was organic, you could get a lot of views on YouTube. Now you can't. You can't, not unless you're a huge channel.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just one more thing for them to allow an algorithm to screw up. Unfortunately, I don't know how that's going to work or how realistic that's going to be. Robert says Pedro Pascal was supposed to be in Weapons, but someone changed their minds. Yeah, there's a lot of Marvel people in there, as Chance just pointed out. Oh, and Chance, of course, Nostalgic Pod Blast, if you're not familiar with it, that's a channel here on YouTube that if you're into a lot of nostalgia and that sort of trivia and such, you can check him out.
Yes.
because he does know a lot about, especially television.
TV and
stuff.
movie trivia. He is on that kind of stuff. He knows that real well. And he has a big comic book collection, and he does show a lot of comic books.
Yeah. Pedro Pascal, though, I've joked he's like the modern day equivalent of Nicolas Cage. They come up to him and it's like, hey, Pedro, we have this script. And before they even get the words out of his mouth, he's like, please, I'll take it, please.
You got to keep that money coming in.
He'll do anything. He'll do it. Yeah, but when you do that, you end up in a lot of really crappy films, too, if you're not careful.
Sylvia wants to know if Georgia is a better place to live than the Northeast.
Northeast what?
U.S.
But where in the Northeast? I don't know. Actually, I would say at the
Space Night.
Space Night
I said
says,
Sylvan.
I would say so. Northeast, my experience, because of course I grew up in Boston, much more unpredictable weather in the Northeast. Number one, and especially in the talk about cold weather. It's crazy cold, but also the laws are a little bit more realistic. Without getting too much into the politics of how things are run in the Northeast, especially now, they're not as restrained. You don't have to fight everybody as much as government-wise. Podblast says, take legitimate views away from me. If I promote a YouTube video of mine on Facebook and someone clicks through, YouTube takes that away. Why? That's advertising. I have no idea. But yeah, it's gotten weird. It's not honest and organic anymore. They let the system run it, and then they cheat you or they hem you up for clips. And Chance well knows you can use up to a certain length of less than 30 seconds, I think, of video or audio clip for reference purposes. But if the algorithm will grab you for anything that you do, and you can't fight it. You can't explain it to them. They don't want to hear it. And you can't afford to go up against them. You go up against YouTube, you are going against Google, and by default, Alphabet Group, which owns both of them. And you don't have billions to play with to waste years in court to get nowhere. Yeah. But Brad says my YouTube channel is about cats. Oh, okay.
So everybody,
you have a YouTube
channel.
So
what's the name of your YouTube channel? Is it Brad Underwood? Post it here so people can go and look for it, because I know a lot of people like the cat channels.
Yeah, we have.
So post the name.
We have ours, which is at Stray Cat Sanctuary 1945, where we show our shelter cats. So yeah, I mean, if you're wanting to plug your cat channel, that's fine.
And David says he's watching the Ghostbusters lately and can't believe how dark it was.
The cartoon.
The cartoon. I don't remember the cartoon being dark, but I did see the one when I watched it. It was the one with Slimer, and I watched it as a kid. I don't know. It felt fun to me, but okay. I know it's two of them. The original one, which I never saw. Then you have the one with Slimer. That's the second incarnation. So I don't know.
Yeah, well, and then of course is they call themselves the real Ghostbusters to counter the Filmation Ghostbusters, which actually is the real Ghostbusters, because they were going to name the film something else. The original name of the film, I don't recall what it was. Chance might know. It was not Ghostbusters. Oh, okay. It was like Ghost Catchers or something stupid. And Aykroyd would have wanted to call it Ghostbusters, but he couldn't because that was already a Filmation production. Okay. Long before the movie came out. It was a 70s live action Saturday morning show. Okay. And he said that actually, I might have it back here. I can pull it up if anybody wants to see it. But he folded at the last minute. He was like, okay, I'll pay Filmation whatever they want to use the name, because what choice have I got? And then when Ghostbusters got popular, Filmation made an animated version, and then they made their animated version because they also had rights to use the name Ghostbusters, called themselves the real Ghostbusters, even though they weren't. Technically, they're not. Hell, the whole cast is a redo because what's his name? Bill Murray wasn't even supposed to be in it. Neither was Ernie Hudson. I think it was supposed to be Eddie Murphy and John Belushi. But then Belushi died and Murphy didn't want to do it.
So Brad's cat channel is Brad Underwood. So you can just click on his name.
Okay.
And that'll take you to his channel. So y'all give Brad some love. Go over to his channel. Look at his cats. Click, subscribe. Give some comments and some likes.
There it is. That's the original Filmation live action Ghostbusters with Forrest Tucker and Larry Storch, who most of you, if you're into 60s, 70s television, you know who they are. And it was one season, 1975, Saturday morning. And I will tell you.
But that's not a cartoon.
No, it's live action.
Yeah.
But it holds up. It holds up. If you like Batman 66, you'll like this. I had rewatched this with my kids a few years ago, and I'm like, because I remembered watching it when I was a kid, and I'm like, this is actually really funny. This holds up. This is like watching Adam West Batman. It's crazy. Yeah, correct, Brad. Larry Storch from F Troop. That's him, dressed in a zoot suit, and the gorilla. And trust me, the gorilla's the smart one. The gorilla's on the team. He doesn't speak, but he is the smartest one in the bunch. One of the best things Filmation ever did, next to Fat Albert, actually. But that's the original Ghostbusters, not what Dan Aykroyd has done.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. In many ways, this is actually better than the Ghostbusters movie.
Oh, is it?
I think so.
I like the second one.
The second one better? Yeah.
No, that's just me.
Sure, that's fine. We never saw the new one.
No, I never saw past the second one.
There is also an animated version, and that's where the action figures come from. Because there is an action figure series, it's very hard to find. But the animated series is from the 80s.
Oh, okay.
This is from 1975.
I watched one in the 80s, the one with Slimer on it. That's the one I used to watch. And I know that they had one before that, but I've never seen it.
And that's the one they call the real Ghostbusters.
Okay. That's the one I used to watch.
Yeah. And that's what Austin said. Didn't know they made a Ghostbusters live action. Look it up. Look it up. It's pretty, I like it anyways. I think it's fun. Like I said, if you're into that kind of weird campiness, like on Batman 66, it kind of falls into that. Or maybe if you're into some of the Sid and Marty Krofft stuff, the comedy stuff, like Sigmund and the Sea Monster, maybe that kind of weirdness, campiness.
Oh, really? I didn't hear that, Reynard.
Really?
Reynard heard that the original Fat Albert cartoon got banned. I've never heard that, but probably I wouldn't be surprised with everything that went down with Bill Cosby. Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised.
And all of those series that Cosby worked on, yes, Robert, the animated series is based off of this directly. Or in the animated series, they're supposed to be the children of these three, including the gorilla. But
that's true, Space Knight. The cost of living is cheaper. I think the people
out here
are more easygoing.
It's a lot more. It's a lot less expensive in the South.
Yeah,
for sure. What was I saying? Somebody just asked me about the Fat Albert. Yeah, because Filmation's Fat Albert, probably one of the best Saturday morning cartoons ever done.
That was a very good cartoon.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Except for when they pushed Cosby out. When they got rid of him and they brought in they did the Brown Hornet and they did that stuff, they started getting wonky. But the original incarnation with Cosby as the host is fantastic. Some of the best of Saturday morning. And also his work with the original Electric Company, really good stuff. And of course the Cosby Show. And he was also in I Spy and he was in Mod Squad way back in the day. But yeah, I mean it's kind of a shame. Does whatever light they painted him in his twilight years erase what he might have done that was a major contribution to pop culture like that?
Well, you know, people can.
Yeah.
It's all about how they feel about you, because some celebrities got a real dirty past, and for some people
they slip under the radar.
It's okay. It's all public knowledge. Everybody knows it, but it's all right. We all look away. Then some come up and they dirty past get exposed, and oh God, let's burn them at the stake, hang them high, and burn their bodies afterward and flush the ashes. So you know, it's weird. They pick and choose who they want to like and who they don't want to like, who they want to forgive, who they don't want to forgive, who they want to cover, who they don't want to cover. So who knows?
And somebody was at Blue Splash. You didn't get to that. Yeah, Blue Splash was asking if Fat Albert was a 70s cartoon. 1972 is when it first came out, and it stayed in this. I've talked about it before. There's technically only three seasons, but those 3 seasons span 12 years on Saturday morning. It's one of the longest running Saturday morning shows, because Saturday morning shows usually only last a single season unless they're really good. Fat Albert and the Smurfs, I think, are 2 of the longest running.
Why did he try to have Dukes of Hazzard banned?
I don't know.
Everybody try to have Dukes of Hazzard banned, and then you got to wonder, the people that tries to have it banned, did they watch the show? Because if you watch the show, it's nothing in there that make you feel some kind of way. They push him? Oh, when did they push him out? When did they push Cosby out of Fat Albert?
For their technical 3rd season. See, there's it says Volume 1 and Volume 2 are technically the 1st and 2nd seasons. The Volume 3 is, and I forget what year it was off the top of my head, but Volume 3 has all the Brown Hornet stuff in it, and Cosby's not there anymore, and it's not funny. It's just not entertaining. These are really funny, really entertaining, great moral values, and for whatever reason, they wanted to completely take over the project. If you were going to get Fat Albert, I'd say get Volumes 1 and 2, and Volume 3 you could skip it, honestly.
Yeah.
And then the specials, they had a Halloween, a Christmas, and an Easter special.
Those were funny.
And the Halloween and the Christmas special are really good. And then the Easter special is pure filmation, no Cosby. It's almost hard to watch.
Oh my. Dynamite Tiger is here. Hi, Dynamite. He loved the Cosby on that picture page show. And Richard was saying he didn't realize Bill Cosby was on Electric Company.
Yeah, you'd be surprised who was on the Electric Company. There's a lot of big names. Nostalgic says it was because of the flag.
Yeah, the flag.
And they explain the flag. They explain it on the show.
Thank you, Dynamite.
Dynamite says he loves the channel.
Yes, thank you.
They explain the flag and the orange color and everything on the show.
They explained everything.
The orange color is because they had the Charger. They repaired it themselves because they were entering in a race, of course. This is the birth of the General Lee. The orange paint is because that's all. There we go. That's all Cooter had for body paint. And the flag is on the top because Cooter thought it was fitting because of the history of the town, because the history of that town was tied in with the Civil War. That's why you have J.D. Hogg, Jefferson Davis Hogg, is a direct descendant, according to the lore, of Jefferson Davis. So that was like a battlefield town. And so the flag represents the town. But if you watch the show and you see their interaction with people of other races, as it were, there's no hostility. None.
Ain't nothing in their races in that show at all.
They get along well
with everybody.
Yeah, they love everybody.
I don't think so. Space Knight is asking, are there any current toy lines available in retail stores that either of you think represents value and quality?
Actually, you know what's kind of maybe almost the maybe category.
What?
If you go and you look at the generic sets that Walmart produces, and for like $17, you get the big helicopter with three 5-point figure soldiers and all this equipment and stuff, or they got the dinosaur rigged one and things. Play sets that look like little kids would actually like to play with.
But do you think they got value and they would hold up?
I think it'll hold up. For just play value. Yeah, they've got some interesting setups.
I don't know. I don't see anything. And then I look at the quality. Because all the
adult market stuff is just terrible physical quality.
I look at the quality of the stuff that comes out for children. Well, I can't say for children because I never really look at the children stuff. But for the adult toy market, nothing looks, well, the quality of the stuff is so bad. It's like, as long as you keep it in the package, you might be okay. But even in the package, they break.
Yeah.
The legs and arms fall off. And you already know that Meagle had the problem with the color distortion and stuff like that. Hey, Meagle Mike.
Speak of the Matt.
Meagle Matt.
Speak of the devil. Since you brought up Meagle.
Yeah. So I can't see anything holding up because of the quality. Value-wise, I wonder, because you got McFarlane, you got Marvel Legends, you got the Black Series, the Star Wars, the Ninja Turtle stuff, all of that NECA stuff that's out. Will that actually hold up? Again, who's buying it? The Star Wars stuff are the newer Star Wars, but are younger people watching Star Wars? Every older person, like in our age category, hate the new Star Wars. Not all of them, because I've heard a few people that actually like it. But will anybody buy it in 20, 30 years? Will anybody want it? I don't know. There wasn't any Black people in Hazard County? That's not true.
You didn't see them very often.
You see sometimes them walking up and down the street. They had a friend on the first episode.
Yeah, or they have interaction, or somebody's in somebody guest star. Sheriff Little, Sheriff Little had several appearances on the show.
He always got into it with them, but they weren't like mean and nasty to him.
No.
He was more angry with Boss Hogg and Roscoe.
Yeah, he didn't like them interfering with his county line.
Yeah,
is Sheriff Little's problem. But there were Black people on the show. Like I said, not every episode, but there were Black people on the show, and the interaction was fine.
But you can't go by that and say that a person is racist. I grew up in an all-Black neighborhood. There was no white people there. And I'm just being honest. I grew up in South Carolina. Everybody in my little old town was Black. The school I went to, every student was Black. The teachers were white. But did I know anybody that was racist? Now, growing up around all of them, you hear all kind of stuff. You don't know what racism is until you leave. But I don't think that is a little measuring stick. I don't think so. I think it's more to it than that. It's all about character and heart. I don't think it's all about that.
Richard there. I was looking at that. Said, Journey to the Center of the Earth.
We watching that cartoon now.
Is Filmation.
Yeah, we watching it now.
No. Journey to the Center of the Earth, I think, is Hanna-Barbera. Fantastic. I could be wrong.
I think it's Filmation.
I thought it was Hanna-Barbera.
Because we're watching two
Fantastic Voyages.
Yeah, Fantastic Voyage definitely is.
And of course, He-Man is, and so was
Brave Star.
So was the Archies, Brave Star. What was that other one? Flash Gordon.
Jada Street Fighter. Sometimes I wonder about Jada, and I feel bad for them because Jada does really good toy sculpts. And I think they got better quality than most, but Jada hardly gets no love and attention.
No.
And I don't understand why, because when they came out with their figures, I used to compare them to Funko all the time, and they were way better. Their figures were die cast. They had better articulation, better face sculpts. but and the price point was the same, probably a little bit cheaper, but nobody was collecting them. Boss Hog was set. Boss Hog was fun. I like the interaction between but I like the interaction between Boss Hog and Roscoe, and I always wondered, was that
because it didn't feel scripted.
No.
It felt like they were just doing straight improv sometimes.
Yeah.
And both of them, believe it or not, if you go back and you look at their history, very seasoned actors, dramatic actors, both of them, they would certainly be capable of pulling off an improv.
And you can see Roscoe in a couple of movies we've seen him in. He was in a few.
He was in the Twilight
Zone. Yeah. He was in like 2 episodes, I think, of Twilight Zone. And then he was in an episode of In the Heat of the Night, and he acted well in that one.
Yeah.
Boss Hog was in a few dramatic films.
And you wouldn't recognize him either because that's not his voice.
Well, that's not really his body. He wore a fat suit too.
Yeah, that's right.
And then he was in an episode of Columbo.
And then
hey Eric, how are you?
Eric is joining us.
Happy Saturday. Know what show?
What's happening? Yeah, I remember that show. I remember,
yeah.
And then they had What's Happening Now, the bad sequel. Sorrel Brooks also was no pushover. He was a coat in the coding department, I think, in World War II.
Really?
Because he spoke like a dozen languages.
Really?
Yeah, Sorrel Brooks, Boss Hog.
Yeah.
Spoke like something like he was in the coding or linguistics department for the Army intelligence during World War II because of his language capabilities.
Blue Splash got some bogglings. He said that the newer ones feel cheap, not solid. Really?
I've heard that they're not as good quality as the original.
Oh yeah. The Jules Verne's Under the Sea. This Journey to the Middle of the Earth.
Journey to the Center of the Earth was a film, and it kind of holds true to the original live action film in many ways, the cartoon version. But yeah.
The cartoon version gets kind of wonky with that dude and that stupid bird.
Oh,
that
Gertrude.
Goose. Yeah, the goose.
Gertrude. The duck is the smartest one on the show. The duck's the one that's always saving them. But and also, if you're paying attention, you got to think about how many civilizations they kill.
He was in Killer Shrews.
Yeah,
he was.
How many civilizations?
Hey, Patty.
Patty's joining us because they run into all these people, all these different strange living under the center of the earth people, shark people and spider people and beetle people and whatever tree people, totem pole. Oh no,
totem pole people.
No, they didn't kill the totem pole people off.
No.
Whenever they run into one of these civilizations, something happens, something blows up, lava flows, lightning strikes, and they're all wiped out. So everywhere they go, they're killing entire races of people. It's like, wait a minute. It is a dramatic show.
Yeah.
It was a Misadventures of Sheriff Lobo, Sylvan says. But
we saw that Mortal Kombat.
They have no accessories. He gave them nothing and raised the price. They were trying to entice you with extra accessories at first, and now the people are drawn into the line. They're taking those accessories away. You're seeing less and less with any of them.
And it goes back to what we've talked about many times before. They raise the price and give you less, and it's like, oh yeah, buy our products for more and more and more, but we're going to give you less and less and less accessories, less quality. But keep on buying, even though the price is raised. You can't even raise the price and say, well, I raised the price because I made the figure better, or I gave you a little bit more accessories. No, we're not going to do that.
Well, that's your shrinkflation.
Okay. He played a few episodes of Andy Griffin.
That's why there's only one company that's still giving you a half a gallon of ice cream.
That's right. Bluebell ice cream.
Bluebell ice cream.
I'm telling you, don't try no Bluebell ice cream because you won't be able to eat anything else.
You won't. It's like, because the thing was, we're driving in the car, we play the radio, and they have a commercial. And
full-blown commercial.
It feels like it's straight out of 1982.
They got a jingle, the man and the woman singing, and then the guy comes in and talks about the ice cream
and explains it in extreme detail.
He make you want to go to the store while you driving and buy that darn ice cream.
And we go ahead and we get it.
And it's expensive.
Yeah, it's a little bit more expensive than the other brands. A
little bit.
It's enough. But it is the only one that is an actual half gallon.
And it says it on a container.
The other containers are not half gallons. If you didn't realize, they're smaller. They're like a quart and a half. It's not 2 quarts. This is an actual half gallon. And the quality is there. You can taste it. It's like, this is what I remember ice cream tasting like, not what we've been eating for the last 20 years. So the jingle got us because it sounded like an 80s jingle. And we're like, yeah, we can try it.
I told David, don't get that darn ice cream.
The volume got us because I was like, hey, they're actually giving you a half gallon. They're not cheating you on it. And then when you taste it, you're like, this brings back this is nostalgic. The flavor is nostalgic because sometimes you go to eat something and it's like, this is not what I remember because it's changed over the years. This hasn't. So Bluebell, I'm giving them a plug.
I told David, I said, when we were standing in front of that freezer, I said, don't you buy that Bluebell ice cream? He was like, why not? I was like, if you buy the Bluebell, you won't want anything else.
And they have flavors I haven't seen in years because do you know how like they have all these crazy flavors now, all this weird mixed up stuff. And then there's flavors that you remember when you were a kid that you haven't seen. Coffee, pistachio, stuff like that, stuff I haven't seen. When's the last time I could even find coffee ice cream anywhere? I haven't had coffee ice cream in years.
I want coffee ice cream.
I want it. And I was like, they have coffee. Hey, they have pistachio. I haven't seen pistachio ice cream in like a decade. What the hell? They've got the old flavors. Richard likes Breyers.
No, he said Breyers is now Breyers frozen dessert.
Oh, some of them are. Oh, some are. That's right. I read
your reaction.
I read it wrong. But yeah, some of them are, and you got to watch out for that. If it says frozen dessert, there's not enough dairy in it for it to legally be called ice cream, and it's not good. What you're just eating corn syrup, and it doesn't taste good either. But
Migo Matt says that James Best, that's Roscoe,
yes,
had a whole career before Dukes of Hazzard. He did. He had a lot of bit parts. I don't think he was in any major movie, like Class A movies. I think they were all C and D movies. Because I seen him in, like I said, I seen him in 2 movies and 2 episodes of Twilight Zone and an episode of In the Heat of the Night. I don't know. I don't know his whole film history or catalog.
He cried. He cried on cue in Heat of the Night.
Oh man!
It was not. There was no menthol.
No.
Chance knows what I'm talking about. If he's still here.
He did a good job in the Heat of the Night, and it was a sad story.
It was.
And you got to watch the whole thing because at first you're like, oh, where's this going? But then you saw by the end the whole thing, because I like the way they brought that whole story together.
Yes.
But I'm not going to ruin it for you. You got to pull it up if you want to see it. But yeah, he had some bit parts. I didn't know he was in Westerns, but I don't think he was in anything major. Edie's. I never had Edie's, but I've seen it.
Munin doesn't like this pistachio.
I never ate pistachio. Does anybody remember ice cream bar called Pink Thing? Had a
picture of a pink dragon on the wrapper. Says Pastor
God,
Rick.
That sounds nasty.
I don't remember that. Oh, I love the 80s is here.
Always great stuff here. Thank you.
We try. Thank you. Richard likes Turkey Hill.
I've had Turkey Hill before.
Or he mentions Turkey Hill. He says most of them are now frozen dessert, not ice cream, but they are ice cream versions of Turkey Hill, and they're like $1 more. No, try the Bluebell.
Yeah,
definitely. Check out the Bluebell. But
okay, he was in the movie Hooper with Burt Reynolds.
Says Patty there.
Were they weasels? I
don't know.
But anyway, I saw
what did you say?
A YouTube video this week. It was a kind of a sad video, but it was a lot about what we talk about often. This guy, he put up a YouTube video saying that he's selling out his entire toy collection.
Yes.
And that was on the thing. So I'm like, oh, okay, what is he talking about? And he was just talking about how he got so overwhelmed with the amount of product that come out. And he was feeling like every time something came out, he had to buy it.
Sure.
And it became more of a chore, and he would order things online. He would go toy hunting in the different stores, and he was panning his room and showing stuff. And he was talking like about McFarlane and Marvel Legends and Star Wars and everything like that. And he just felt like he had to get every version, every variant, and how he got so overwhelmed and just didn't like the whole collecting thing. It wasn't fun. It wasn't joyous anymore. It was just a major drag, and it just weighed him down.
Yeah.
So, and I just thought that was so sad, but then I could understand it because every week we do the roundup.
Yes.
And
showing some of the new stuff.
Yeah, and every week, what do you see? A McFarlane, something another, and then they show like 4 or 5. A Marvel Legend, it's like 4 or 5. The GI Joes, don't even start on
the
Funko, the Classified, and all of these different lines. And it's like, okay, you can't put out 1 or 2 a month. You got to put out 12 a month or however much a month.
Yeah,
because we show it every week.
Series and I mean, even the Hot Toys. I mean, I don't show the half of it honestly, because this stuff, a lot of stuff I skip because I don't have the time.
Hold on, Bluebell and Blue Bunny are totally separate ice creams because we have both Bluebell.
Yeah, it's
a Blue Bunny. They're not the same.
They're not the same company.
They're totally different. Okay, go ahead. Hey, Paul.
Paul's joining us, but yeah, it's that guy. He got burnout.
Mm-hmm.
He got so sick and tired of it. He doesn't even want the stuff anymore. And now he's going to he's just going to just get rid of it all, which he may. We did a video on that some time ago. He may end up regretting that because if he dumps it, he's not going to get his full value out of it. And then he may look back on it and say, well, there's a couple of pieces I really would have liked to have kept. And then he's going to go hunting for it and he's going to end up paying more. So just trashing it. I mean, maybe just taking a lesson there and being a little more discerning might be smarter, because
I just hate people getting rid of stuff, because we all got a feeling that comes up over us and it's like heavy and it's like, man, I need to move on this right now. But if it's something like that you've invested a lot of money in, and it don't have to just be toys, it could be anything. You invested a lot of money. Now this wave of thought come over your head, oh, I'm tired of this, let me just get rid of it. I'd rather just pack it up and put it away and just forget about it for a year or 2 and then come back if you have a place. Some people don't even have the space to put it away. I get that. Or you might be hard up for cash and like, look, I need the cash now, and this right here give me enough to get over this hump. Okay, I totally understand that. But just getting fatigued and getting rid of it just seems like you taking the investment and almost throwing away, because again, sometimes you'll get above the value, but the majority of the stuff, that McFarlane, Marvel Legends, and Black Series, we see that stuff all the time.
Yeah, at a lot of shows.
And it is way below market.
Yeah, you're better off.
Market price.
You're better off buying it at the market.
Yeah.
You know what do when you need cash now?
What?
You call J.G. Wentworth.
Yeah, and then you get a loan and you have to pay him back. triple what you borrow.
Pretty much. Eddie remembers when in the 70s, Woolworth Cafeteria made ice cream sandwiches.
Really? I haven't had an ice cream sandwich in a long time.
No worries, Richard.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's no big deal. But I just know that they're two different because in the stores here, they're two different. And they're not side by side to say, oh, this is a spinoff.
No.
It's like Bluebell is down here and Blue Bunny is way down down the aisle.
Migo wants to know if we flip. We rarely sell anything. We rarely sell anything.
I'll buy lots sometimes.
Yeah.
And then get duplicates. And I'll pick out the best and then sell the duplicate.
Yeah.
But buying to resell, no.
No, that's no, we don't really do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty much it. Or if there's an upgrade or something like that, or something that I got a lot that I don't want.
Yeah.
That sort of thing. But we're not out there, just like running a store flipping things.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right, Paul.
Paul suggested it would take hours if we showed everything in the weekly roundup. Yeah, I like 20 minutes to half an hour is enough.
Yeah, because it's just so much stuff, and they make you overwhelmed with the amount of content that they product that they come out with. And it's like some people do have that that feeling that they have to buy everything. They have to be a completist with everything, and you really don't have to be or need to be. But then if that's your like personality, I guess, and you just feel that way.
A lot of people are completists, though. They feel like they have to, so the next thing comes out, and I've been that way about certain things, and I feel, it depends. And there's also some lines you're never going to be able to finish it. It's just being realistic. I may never have the carded Brave Star that comes with the cassette tape, that the talking one. It's like 50. It'd probably cost me $1,500. Yeah, I can't do that. There's sometimes you just kind of hung out, but I don't do hard. I've gotten way away from modern stuff anyways. I really prefer the vintage. I think it's much more interesting personally.
Eric says that he can't relate to some collectors who are so excited and in love with a new item, and a few months later they announce on YouTube they sold it for something else. That's really not my personality.
You see a lot of that with statue collectors too.
Yeah,
the next new thing comes along, and then they really almost have to get rid of it.
Yeah, because it's so big.
It takes up so much freaking space just to try to display statues all the time.
Yeah. Target has a blue color vanilla with cookie dough bits and chocolate swirls. It's called Sea Monster. I don't want no ice cream that got all kind of food coloring in it. If it's chocolate or strawberry, that's fine. But all them other like green and orange and all kind of weird stuff.
Kind of weird colors to it. It's going to be all kinds of things that your liver's going to have a hard time working out. So Muni remembers the photo. That's right. That was like about a year ago. It was one of those big box stores, and they had Black Series figures in it in the box, $1 a pop, just to get rid of them. That's right.
Yeah, I'm with you right there, Richard.
Richard's tired of seeing Ninja Turtles.
Ninja Turtle fatigue.
Yeah, Ninja Turtle fatigue, Star Wars fatigue.
Yes. G.I. Joe fatigue.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Marvel Legends.
They're making, at least the classifieds is doing a lot of stuff that was never made. But again, they've already made more figures than were ever made for the original Raw line anyways. So, and plus Super 7's making them too.
Yeah.
And Mezco, although Mezco rarely drops one. Mezco's making them. 3-0's making them. 3-0's doing them at 6 scale. And Sideshow had already had a whole run,
Uncarded is personally glad of the variety of collectibles and toy products across many different brands and manufacturers. There's something for everyone. Nobody has to get it all. And I guess that's why
you don't have to
do it. But some people feel like, oh God, that's out. I got to get it. I don't have that one. And for whatever reason, some people really feel that way.
Mm-hmm. Robert wants to know which is better. Blue Bell. Run for the border. Think bells.
Well, you got to figure it out for yourself,
well,
Robert. So
yeah,
you got to buy one of each.
You can taste them, but I think it's Bluebell.
Yeah, you buy one of each and eat them both, and then tell which one do you like the best.
Munit's never been a completist, they say.
No, I'm not one.
I can be. I can't. It depends, but you know, since I'm doing vintage, there is a stopping point because eventually you'll be done.
Yeah.
You know, because there, unless you buy modern, and I don't want modern.
Yeah, Sylvan, the fatigue space can cause fatigue issues because you're like, oh God, now I don't have the space for all of this. I'm tired of this mess. Every time something come out, I got to move this, I got to get rid of that. And some people got the model one in, one out, and my model is one in, put it in a box and wait.
Yeah, there are people that do that, but then that forces your hand. If you're going to stick to the credo, if anything that's brought in has to, I've got to get rid of something. It's gonna get harder and harder to choose what to get rid of after a while. And then you're gonna find yourself regretting things.
Casey just wants them to have their weapons.
Not with McFarlane toys, you won't.
Vintage is more rewarding to me, says David. Modern feels easy to own.
Yeah. I just think there's more, there's more history with the vintage stuff. I think it's more interesting, a lot more interesting.
Yeah, Ninja Turtles is everywhere.
Yeah, it's gotten to be everywhere. The Ninja Turtle and all the crossovers, and like I showed on the week before, now they're crossing over with Hello Kitty. Come on.
And that's what I'm saying. Ninja Turtle fatigue. Everybody, for whatever reason, has chosen Ninja Turtles to cross over with.
Richard's asking about the figure with the 3 arms. That's Court of the Dead. And it's a sideshow creation, and it's a collab with Boss Fight Studios in 12 scale.
And Casey got a box of Bluebell thawing out right now and just can't wait to eat.
Oh, there you go. Eat the whole
Chomping
thing.
at the bit. Yeah. He's going to sit there with the whole container and watch us while he eats.
Oh, is he? A whole container?
That's right.
I don't think I could do that. Maybe when I was like 11, you could sit there and eat the whole thing.
But that Bluebell make you want some more, though. You get a little bowl. One. You say, okay, I'm going to get a bowl. This is what I'm going to eat. And then you eat. You're like, God, this thing good. Then the next thing you know, you finish. And then you want some more. Yeah, no, I can't get no more till next week.
Because it's one of those things that gave me that throwback moment. You don't get it very often. You don't get it very often anymore. Where you find yourself more and more disappointed, like, oh, I haven't had one of these since I was a little kid. You taste it, you're like, what the hell is this? What happened?
Yeah, but now that memory of a little kid has been ruined.
Yeah, I guess.
Go ahead.
Not really, because you know that they changed something, and that's why it's not good. Even soda doesn't taste good, although they are reverting back because of the new regulations. They're getting rid of the high fructose corn syrup and using actual cane sugar again, or they will be here by 2026, I believe. And it might taste a lot better that way. And that's how most other countries do it anyways, because of their regulations. The corn syrup's not good for you. So
T. Stewart's wife has stopped asking where you're going to put
Where are you going to put that?
Funko Pop fatigue.
Yeah, Sylvan. Robert wants to know if cats can eat ice cream. Yes, they can.
They eat
It
ours.
is dairy. There are some cats who are lactose intolerant, although most are not. So they can eat dairy products, and they love that stuff. Daniel is the best with that, because if I'm having ice cream, he'll sit right next to me, really close, and stare at me. And every time I pick up the spoon, he tilts his head all the way to the side and starts licking his lips and watching me. And then when I put the spoon down, he puts his head back up, and then he slowly turns it all the way to the side again, staring at me like he's just waiting. He's like, come on, man. Come on, just one bit. Come on, man. And I give him what's left when I'm done, and he loves it. And that's what he's waiting for. It's a little treat for him.
Uncarded likes all of the figures that he can enjoy for the time, and then move them along to someone else who might appreciate it. I keep the things I really like. Not supposed to, but yes, see, told you. He gonna sit there and eat the whole thing of ice cream.
Richard said most are lactose intolerant. I've rarely ever run into that.
Not the ones we got. All they do is drink milk.
I've rarely run into that.
They drink the rest of the milk out the cereal bowl and everything.
And honestly, if I had run into one that was, they won't touch it. Yeah. They won't touch the milk. If you offer it to them, they leave it alone. But the other ones, they like that. I wouldn't overdo it. You just need a little taste.
Matt thinks some collectors can find themselves going down rabbit holes and lose sight of what originally drove the passion. That's why I stick with vintage. The nostalgia is my compass. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, I can see that as well.
People get wrapped up in the new things. And I think also watching a lot of YouTube videos, toy videos, and the people got the new things and they show, oh yeah, look at what I just picked up on my toy hunt, or what I just got from Big Bad Toy Store or Entertainment Earth. And then they're showing it and they're like, oh man, I got to have that too. Oh, I didn't know that. Or, oh, that looks really good. Because some of it, when you look at it on the computer, it does look good. They got it in a dynamic pose. And you got all of this and you got all of that, and it makes it look attractive and appealing. So you're like, oh man, I got to go get that too. And it's like, no, you don't have to go get that, because do you even know who that character is? Can you sit down and talk to somebody about that character and all the things that they've done? And
Robert says he could see.
That's Hobo. Richard.
Robert said he could see Hobo eating Bluebell, or if anyone deserves it, it's Hobo. Poor Hobo. I try to treat him whenever I can, but everything he eats has to be ground up. Richard says, "You ever watch Svengoolie? That is now was originally the son of Svengoolie. Now that they got the Sven Squad, no,
I don't know what that is.
I never watched the original Svengoolie, so I have not seen the modern either." Shelby said Dairy Queen was a nostalgic part of growing up in New England. It feels like they are charging for it. Look what they charge for a small cherry dip sugar cone, and we can't even go there anymore. Man. The last couple of times we ate at Dairy Queen, we felt sick
because chocolate syrup.
Yeah, it wasn't. It just wasn't good, and it wasn't ice cream, and whatever they did, it wasn't good. And I'm like, yeah, you know what? We'll have to add this to the list of places we just can't go anymore, because they just it's just not good.
No.
I mean, I don't know how else to put it. It's just straight and simple as that. It's not the way it was. They've changed too many things. They've gotten cheaper and cheaper.
Well, at least here in Georgia.
And Sonic, can't go there.
No. Oh man, the last time
Sonic is disgusting.
Yeah.
Richard wants to know how Hobo is doing great. Hobo is doing great. He's a happy little fat guy.
Yeah, you got to keep kind of revamping your collecting, I think, to keep yourself on track, especially with the amount of new stuff that's coming out. If you're a modern collector, I think like David and somebody else said, when you do Blue Splash, when you do vintage, it's kind of easier to keep yourself streamlined. But if you're a modern collector, it's so much, and it's so many companies doing the same thing, and then you might feel like you have to get every single one that you get overwhelmed.
And that's also the reason why there's so many crossovers now, in case you were wondering, because they're hoping to drag you into other lines. In case if you were wondering, the real reason behind, I could probably do a whole video on it. The real reason behind why we have all these collaborations.
Hey, Steven.
All these crossovers. Oh, he looked it up. He says the original 75 Ghostbusters is $80 on Amazon.
Okay, that's not bad.
It's not too bad.
Get your little Amazon points.
But it's because they want to drag you over into other toy lines. They figure, if you only collect WWE, maybe now you'll get these Street Fighter pickups, or if you like Street Fighter, maybe you'll pick up WWE. They're trying to cross you over.
Yeah, that's true.
It's the same thing that they used to do in comic books when they would have they do crossovers with another comic or another team, and then the start of it would be in one book, and it would finish in a different title to try to get you to pick that title up.
Yeah,
it's just that same old okey doke.
Yeah, Blue Splash. I think that's the case too. It's a competition.
Yeah,
They're
Blue Splash says
competing
it's a
with
competition.
one another. Because it's like, oh, they got their room looking like that. I like that. I like the lights. I like the Maji case, the Deltoffs. I like this. I like that. I want mine. I can make my collection room look a lot better. I can do this, and I can get just as many views or whatever, and build my channel.
Yeah.
And
you can't approach it like that.
No, not with that mindset, because if that's the mindset you have, you're not really into it. And then that kind of shows in the video when you're talking and you're showing. The passion shows. It either shows or it doesn't. And if it don't show, a real collector or somebody that's really interested is going to see that, and they're going to like, dude, you don't know what you're talking about. you don't read. You never read that comic, or you only watched the movie, or you read something off of Wikipedia. And we saw a guy like that. He was talking about, I think he was talking about cartoons, because he referenced a character, and we had just finished watching the cartoon, and he referenced a character. I cannot remember what character it was. But the reference he gave, you could tell he never watched it before, because it was like, okay, if you had watched this cartoon.
Oh, you know what it was?
What?
He was talking about, he also talked about the Highlander cartoon. And he had said, you know, I don't know what made them think that they were going to keep a cartoon going, lopping people's heads off. And I was like, that's the film series. That's live action. The cartoon was nonviolent.
Yeah, because we saw the Highlander cartoon.
It was nonviolent. They did not use the same format as the original. They wasn't running around cutting each other's heads off like in the live action films. That didn't happen in the cartoon series at all. So yeah, dude, did you watch it?
No.
Did you watch it at all? Richard wants to know if we had Carvel's. Not since I was a kid. And I know it changed drastically when Carvel died, the guy who used to narrate the commercials. Richard,
Ice milk.
You didn't like ice milk, Richard?
No, ice milk is nasty.
Steve wants to know if there's any way to get it cheaper. On Amazon and eBay are your only options, really. I wouldn't know where else.
Yeah, unless you go to like I know around here we got some that one bookstore that's, well, their DVDs aren't
Book
cheap
Nook.
though. Yeah, Book Nook. I was gonna say
this isn't something you're gonna find easily, because I don't think it's I think it's been out of print for like 15 years.
Yeah.
So
you kind of got to go to Amazon or eBay.
Unless it pops up at Walmart, because Walmart's been reprinting a lot of old DVD series recently.
Unless it pops up at Goodwill too, but you got to look through the DVDs.
That's where I got Miami Vice from recently. The packaging is real cheap, but the music's in there. The original music is in there. They didn't alter it. And I'm like, oh, thank goodness, because that really helped make the show.
Richard, I love vintage because back then they knew how to make toys last. Nowadays, nothing they last a month, maybe. Okay, the stuff that they make now barely lasts a month.
I'm hearing a lot of complaints about NECA too, things falling off the shelves and breaking, or Mego has that problem. Things just break, they fall over. That Marvel Legends, things like that are not the physical quality. Like I said, for somehow at some point these companies decided the sculpt is the determining factor for quality and nothing else. And so you're getting no physical or manufacturing quality. And there's Tommy's joining us. Oh, Robert had asked earlier, how long do cats last? If they're cared for very well, in the wild, they don't live long, maybe 2 years, 2 to 3 years in the wild. If someone's taking care of them, they can live 18, 20 years. It's not unheard of for them to live even long. It's not unheard of for them to live even longer than 20 years. So yeah, Hobo will be okay for quite a while, even though he's an older cat anyways. He's probably, the guesstimation is maybe around 10. But he's got a good stretch ahead of him. I'll take good care of him.
Shelby says crossovers don't work for the OCD brain. It doesn't fit into their collection, so it ends up in the Frankenstein shelf, the island of misfit toys. Nobody wants Charlie in the box.
Who wants Charlie in the box? I remember that. Yeah, from
Casey's gonna stop eating in 3 minutes.
From Rudolph.
Yeah.
Paul said people that like to talk out of their behind, like the Highlander guy you mentioned, are insufferable. Another one that threw me, and this guy, I'm not going to say who it is because I'm not looking for feuds. He's a guy that does a lot of documentary style and reviews, and it's a big channel, big. And he was talking about, he had mentioned Speed Racer. He's having a conversation with someone, something I was watching. You know how people, they collab and they have like guests and whatever. And he was like, yeah, I couldn't stand, I didn't care for Speed Racer. I used to watch Speed Racer only because I was waiting for Voltron to come on. And I'm sitting there watching this because I watched both shows as a kid. And I was like, shit, dude, had to wait a long time because they stopped syndicating Speed Racer in 1975. It ran for a few years on Saturday morning because it's like a 60s anime, okay? Ran in syndication on Saturday mornings for a few years in the early 70s. Voltron didn't even come out until the mid-80s. There's a 10-year gap. You did not watch Speed Racer waiting for Voltron to come on.
You don't know where he was. They could have played him.
They didn't. It was out of the syndication. Nobody was playing it. You can look that up for yourself on the computer and find it. He wasn't waiting for that. Gilgamesh says his oldest cat is turning 22.
Hey, Gilgamesh, how are you?
Yeah, how's it going? We're hanging in there.
Yeah, but you can tell the passion of the person that's doing the video and the knowledge that they have. You can tell because when somebody's, if you like, I can't really talk about not K-Munin.
Who?
I can't really talk about anime because K-Munin, if I say something off, he's gonna shut me down quick. So why? Because he knows it well.
Yeah.
So if he go to a channel and the person is talking about anime, he gonna listen, and you can halfway listen, and be like, wait a minute, that person wasn't on that cartoon, or that didn't happen, this didn't happen, and you're gonna be like, did you watch that? Do you know anything? Did you read that? Whatever.
No, they just made it up.
They made it up, or they heard in passing, or they watched 2-3 videos and got mixed up, or they looked it up on Google, because you can do a Google search. What are the top 10 cartoons of the 80s? And you can make a video and say, these are the top 10 cartoons of the 80s, and you never seen any of them, and you can just look at Wikipedia and say what they were about.
And just bullshit your way through it.
Yeah, and it's like, you ain't telling me nothing.
Most people wouldn't catch it. Richard's wife had a cat that lived to be 18, he said. And Eric subscribed to our cat channel.
I'm enjoying it.
I appreciate it.
Thank you, Eric. Mythic Legions against the wall. It will get.
Casey, of the Mythic Legions figures well constructed. I've never handled one.
We have them. Oh, no.
No, we don't have any Mythic Legions. No. I've never actually handled one. Richard had another one that lived to be 15. Yeah, if they're and Blue Splash says Nick is poor quality. I hear that from a lot of people.
And remember the cartoon?
Yes.
We watched Hercules. Hey,
that guy saying,
oh no, Chernobyl. Hey, Chernobyl. Bought a VHS player this past week for $14. Don't know if I dug myself into a rabbit hole. Now I'm looking for VHS tapes. Yes, we actually bought 3 VCR tapes cheap. Today.
Listen,
I thought I brought them down.
No,
here.
You did not. You left them upstairs on the table.
We actually bought 3 today from Value Village, and they were somebody personal VCR tapes. They recorded some shows off of TV, and they had them written on there. So we bought it because they said, well, we're hoping that they have the commercials. But there were shows that we were interested in seeing.
60s Saturday morning. That's the Mighty Hercules with that guy. I mean, he sang his heart out in the intro song. He sounded like his heart was going to break. It's a fun little show. It's funny. It's funny. With the VHS though, the thing is, they all tell you, oh, the VHS, they don't last. They weren't designed to last, and after 10 years, they're no good and whatever. It's a lie. VHS cassettes from all the way back in the early 80s, they still work fine. As long as no one ever touched a magnet to them, because a magnet will mess it up and make it wonky. Yeah, they work. So that's a lie. And I know that a lot of people say, "Oh, VHS cassettes, they don't work," and then yeah, they do. They work fine. And you can get them dirt cheap in thrift stores, like $1 or less. Yeah, a lot of times less than that. And like I'll find one, like I got the Batman one just to put up with my Batman display, and we got a couple of them. We got a VCR sitting over there, an old VCR. That doesn't look like Kevin Sorbo. No, Kevin Sorbo was live action 90s. Blue Splash wants to know if I have the Remco Universal Monsters. Not anymore. I used to. I used to have the carded set once upon a time. Once upon a time. But I no longer do, unfortunately. Again, part of the collection that was stolen. Yeah. What are you going to do? Nothing you can do about it. I don't think I mentioned that in the video because we did the video about it like a couple of years back. But just talking about some of the details of that. But yeah, it's another set that I had that now they're real expensive. And so if I saw them, I don't even know if I would want to get into it. I'm trying to sing it. He's gonna sing it for us. Hercules. Oh, David gonna sing that it. The guy, I can't remember his name, but the guy who sang that ended up with an actual singing career because of that intro. Hey, you got to put your heart in it, man. You might pull something off. And Daquan Mellon says, your opinion of the new Mythic Legion's Ultimate Barbarian 3 hair color like He-Man and Conan, will it balloon to 300 like Atomos? I hear it may come out regular. It was an exclusive. I don't know if I saw it. I know they do a lot of almost kind of Masters of the Universe bits and pieces. Yeah, but I don't think. But that could have came out for SEC because it said it's an exclusive. It'll probably jump. I don't know if I saw that or not. It probably will jump because it's one of those pieces they do in a limited amount, and if they do come out with like a regular version, they'll probably alter something. Yeah. Richard found Star Trek Space Seed for 25 cents. That's the one with Ricardo Montalban. I think Mythic Legions kind of hold their value too. They don't tank like everybody. They don't produce a lot. Yeah, they don't. But because of that, and because they got better quality, I don't think they tank like everybody else does. Richard, Space Seed is the one with Ricardo Montalban that Star Trek: The Wrath of Khan is based on. Oh, okay. Where they come across a ship, a derelict ship floating in space, and it's and everybody is in cryo sleep. Okay. Casey's having an ice cream coma. He's gonna go lay down. Get a Mythic Legions for a review. I'm waiting for them to give me one. No, I actually do want to get, and every time I already know which one it is. Yeah, I never think about it until we go to a show and I see the Mythic Legions booth. But I want to get the I was about to say Pumpkinhead, the Headless Horseman. Yes, because they made a Headless Horseman with the horse. Yes, and she always looks at it and says, "I'm thinking about it." Yeah, she always does that, and because we do see them. Yeah, we see them all the time at Toylanta and Jolanta. Yeah, they set up, and a lot of the early birds that come Friday afternoon are there waiting to hit that booth as quick as they can. That's where the big line forms, is right at the Mythic Legions booth. Ray is here. Hey, Ray, how are you? Says, always loved when Newton had to remind Herc to put his ring on to give him more power. That's right, because while he was on Earth, the way that the plot worked in the cartoon was that, and Newt was a fawn, was that he had to have his ring with the big H on it because his power, if he went to Earth, he would be mortal. So to take his Olympian power with him, he had to put the ring on. And I believe they made that ring back in the day, and it's very hard to find an original one. The toy company, some toy company made them. It's very, very hard to find now. Richard says, do you know that Gigantor, which was a different name in Japan, actually had a live-action Japanese black and white TV show? I'm not sure if I knew that.
The horse. Oh, no. Daquan got the headless horseman, but
really?
The horse broke. Be careful. Had it crazy glue it. Oh, no.
He said it fell on ceramic.
Well, that made me feel a little bit better. Not that I'm glad that you broke it. No, why? What I mean by that, because
she's thinking about it.
Yeah, because like David got his little Mondo figure, and while he was reviewing it, it broke. And a lot of people will get a figure and they don't drop it. They just touch it. They move something, to move the arm around, and it break. But you drop yours, so that made me feel kind of better. That it didn't just break because you were like taking it out the box, setting it on the shelf, or posing it or something like that. So, yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I mean.
I got scolded for that too, because somebody was like, "You knew that there might be a problem, and you still tested the articulation." Yeah, I'm going to test the articulation, and guess what? It broke. It snapped clean in half. I didn't even do anything with it. Uncarded says that they think Mythic Legions aren't that great. They do have a loyal cult-like following. Savage Crucible is better constructed with modern articulation, and Icon Frazetta is his current favorite. Okay. Patty says Gigantor was a black and white anime. It came out in the 60s, and they had a color version in the 80s. Yeah, I don't remember. I don't remember. I don't remember everything. Who can? Who can? I try.
Horror stuff mostly.
Blue Splash likes the horror stuff.
Yeah, don't care much for that line. Again, I stick to vintage mostly.
If I was going to get something from Mythic Legions, I probably would have liked to have gotten that astronaut that was a homage to the Fisher-Price Adventure People, X-Ray Man astronaut. Yeah, Daquan says it fell 3 feet.
Yeah, that's not bad then. I mean, because you dropped it and it broke, took it out of the box and it broke. Thanks for the tips on the VCR tapes. I'm going to keep my eye about.
Yeah, Chinello says thanks for the tips. Sure, because most of them still work. I mean, you might get a dog.
Yeah, but that's anything. You can buy a brand new DVD and
if it got wet, or if like I said, if it got too close to a magnet, it'll get screwed up. But usually, I mean, our old VHS tapes still work. I've got the portable DVD player. I've got the new one on the big cathode ray TV in the corner there. Usually they still work no matter what they tell you. I mean, because it's the same material that's in 8-track cassettes and reel-to-reel tapes. Guess what? They still work. 8-tracks still freaking work if you have an 8-track player. And those are going, you're going back to the 60s and 70s now. So why wouldn't a VHS cassette tape work?
We saw a bunch of 8-tracks in Goodwill.
Yeah, actually.
Like somebody brought in a whole good-sized collection. And Richard is not going to be here for the next 2 Saturdays because he's in a one-man play that was written by Sir Ian McCain.
Okay.
So good for you, Richard. He's an actor, I guess.
Mm-hmm. He said, who played Magneto? Yeah, all right. And the actor in the play is the only one in the world to do this play by him. And also 2 weeks from today in a Native American dance group called Thunderbirds.
Oh, okay. Wow, that might be fun to see the dance troupe.
Robert wants to know if the other rooms are completed.
No, it's going to be a while before that happens, Robert. Probably won't be complete till next year.
Yeah, I mean, Toy Room 1 is mostly ready. I still want to get a table in there so that I can display some of the larger pieces that I can't put on a shelf. But then toy room 2 and 3 is going to take a little while because, you know, we got to put up wall studs and there's a lot of other things that have to do. Even this room's not really finished.
Yeah.
It's just not that, you know, it's just a lot of space and there isn't too much more that needs to be done in here.
Mm-hmm.
But even this isn't. Oh, Richard says he's not going to be in it. He's going to see it.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I thought you was going to be the one man group.
He's going to pull a Patrick Stewart. Patrick Stewart used to do a one-man Scrooge. He used to do Christmas Carol.
I saw one man. It wasn't a play, but when I was in Korea. This guy, they brought him in the church, and he was doing like I don't know. I guess he was Jesus, and he was like reading through. No, I mean he did the whole reading of like Matthew.
Okay.
I mean, he did it really good. He had the whole get up on, you know, dressed like Jesus, the hair, everything. But they didn't really say who he was supposed to be, and what he was reciting. You could tell that it was Bible scriptures, but they just kind of brought him up there. They didn't even introduce him. He just kind of came in and started his whole bit.
Are you sure he was supposed to be there? He didn't just wander in off the street?
No, he was supposed to be there. But that's the only one man anything I ever seen. Okay. No, this is where we're going to do our videos, Robert. We're going to do our videos right here.
I mean, we might do it in one of the toy rooms.
I doubt that because it'll be a lot to move all of the equipment.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
She don't want to do it.
No, we're going to do the videos right here.
Okay.
So I'm not going to be. Oh, yeah.
But this room is, this room is mostly done, and toy room 1 is mostly done. But again, toy rooms 2 and 3 are going to take a lot of work because, you know, got to put up studs, got to install the drop ceiling. There's a lot needs to be done.
Yeah.
There. So it's going to take a little while longer.
Yeah. So ask us next year after January how that's doing.
Oh, no. It put you off till January.
Well, I mean, because it's going to be the same thing. He'll ask us every week and it's going to be the same thing.
I see.
So we just hold off until about January and then ask. And then we'll see where we are.
Uh-huh.
Can speak in different. No, I cannot speak in different languages. I can't. No. I can barely speak English well.
You can speak English.
I can speak it well enough for people to understand what I'm talking about.
Hey, there are a lot of people that I hear almost daily that when they talk, it sounds like they have a mouthful of shit. Or you don't know what the hell they're saying.
I've heard some people, they were talking English, and it sounds like a totally different language. And you're sitting there like, and they're not foreign. No. They're from America, born and raised. And you're like,
what?
Translator, please.
Yeah, 70 Beats the 80s says he picked up a loose Automan for $65. Are there variants? Not that I'm aware of. There's only the Automan. If you get him on the card, I do have an Automan.
Yeah. But yours in a box, right?
Mine's on the card.
Oh, okay.
That's the only figure they made. They were supposed to make 4 and didn't because the show got canceled. They were going to make the 4 figures, a car, and a Halloween costume, which is actually pictured on the back of the card, and didn't do any of it, just the one figure. But as far as I know, there's no variations on the figure that I've seen. It doesn't mean there isn't, and it could be, you know, odd things like a paint scheme, and it could just, you know, an oddness for so you know, just the way that the machine pressed them off, and nothing that was intentional. But yeah, actually, and Automan's a tough figure to come by. Automan's a tough figure to come by. A lot of people remember the show though, but it didn't last. They didn't even finish the season.
Oh, don't worry about it, Robert. Don't mind me. I get on that type of stuff because at work I got to go through that 100 times. So it always brings me back. You asked me that already. Ask me in 3 weeks. So I'm not picking on you, getting mad at you or snapping at you. It's just a trigger.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, because I get the same question every day at work. So when somebody asks me something more than once, it starts being like, you know, that drip.
Chinese water torture.
Yeah.
They used to call that.
But no, Robert, you cool. But no, we really won't get it finished anytime. It's going to be a long time. Like I said, probably not till next year. So
because it's been a lot for us, all of this.
Yeah,
again.
And we still got a lot of other stuff that has to be done. That needs to be done, but it don't have to be done. We got other things that have to be done first.
Yes.
So that's like kind of on the back burner.
I mean, mostly everything is together, but it's still a lot of work, and it's just been, it's just been the two of us.
Yeah,
so it's taken a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll be putting out a video.
Okay.
I guess tomorrow, talking about the spinner rack that's sitting back here.
Uh-oh.
So I'm going to talk about the spinner rack. What?
The show, the awards.
Yeah, I'm going to get to that.
Oh.
So I'll be talking, doing that.
Extreme Zone.
It says, do you still have the cats there at the new place? Yes, I've got them. The house came with a setup whereby I could prepare an outdoor enclosure for them, and they're in the outdoor enclosure. That we got the original 5 in the house, and then outside currently there's 7. There's 7 in the outdoor enclosure, and then another stray who's been coming around, which is 13.
Daquan canceled the new Eternia Hordak. I hear Mondo is making Motu 112 scale method. Yeah, the 200x 112 scale figures, more detail, probably customizable with classics. At this point, Mattel being pricey, paid more for better. In the long run, it might turn out, but then Mondo is kind of hit and missing too. Well, David had that one issue. Now it was
it wasn't one issue with Mondo. It was more than one.
Oh,
because the problem was that was the 3rd figure in a row that had defects. Because remember the Hordak.
Yeah, something with the hand.
The Hordak,
the hand
the hands
didn't fit.
would not
That's
stay.
Right.
The hands kept falling out.
That's right.
Literally falling out. They would not stay in the plugs.
That's right.
And then prior to that, or after that, actually, the She-Ra 40th anniversary, they crushed her face in the packaging.
Yeah, I remember that.
Or also there was a lot of complaints about accessories missing in the packaging.
I remember that with the She-Ra, the comb and the brush and stuff was missing.
Or whatever, something was missing.
Yeah.
And so that was 3 in a row for them. And I was like, nah, I'm going to back off of this.
Yeah.
And then when I checked the ones that I already bought, they were starting to fall apart. And I was just like, no, I'm done. There's something really wrong with Mondo, in my opinion.
Yeah, so it goes back to what we were talking about earlier. They raising the price on all of these figures, but the quality has gone down dramatically. They give you worse quality and less accessories, but the prices constantly go up. And we talk about that a lot, actually. We talk about that a lot. So and
the only reason it's going up because they know you pay it.
That's true.
Because 3.0 hasn't gone up.
No. Yeah, they know people are going to pay it because people want it. But the 200X, I have the original Mattel 200X.
And they're still fairly affordable.
I don't know, because I haven't looked at them in a long time because I got a lot of them.
Yeah.
I don't know how many came out, but I got a lot to include vehicles. So you probably can look and see how much that costs. And probably go that route because they were very articulate. Now mine is on a card, but they were very articulate. They look good. They had nice sculpt and everything. So, you got to weigh that stuff because that's a lot of money to be shelling out just for it to be breaking and falling apart and changing color on you and doing all that. So that's a lot to think about when you're getting into collecting of any kind, not just toys, comics, VCR tapes, vinyl records. The quality is very important because that's a lot of money going out. Just like Saturday morning talking about $300 for the He-Man snake base. It's crazy.
Yeah, that is a lot.
Why you got to cost that much?
Because
$50.
Because you'll pay it. But what she was alluding to also the CBC Awards.
Oh yeah.
That's cbcawards.org, and that's the Comic Book Community Awards. Gave us a nomination.
Oh.
So we so I don't know if the voting is in yet, but like I had said yesterday on the roundup, if when the voting starts, if you could look at the categories, if you wouldn't mind, if you think some of those categories apply to us, please do vote for us. We'd appreciate it.
And we'll keep you updated.
Yeah.
And when the link comes out, we'll do a video to put the link up so you can go to the website and give us a vote.
Because there's a bunch of different categories, and I think you can vote for each. And it's not just comic books. It's called the CBC, or the Comic Book Community Awards, but it goes beyond that, although we do fall into it because we do talk about comic books also. But yeah, there's a lot of different categories. Yeah. Blue Splash gave up on Mondo and sold them all.
A while back.
Oh no.
I believe I mentioned this before, but a friend of mine had Hot Toys figures clothing start decomposing.
Yeah, that's what Munin says.
Hey, Frankenfrog.
I've heard that complaint as well.
That's just crazy because and again, Hot Toys, $250 up, for a figure. And you got some people, all they collect is Hot Toys. My oldest nephew got a record player, and my teen nephews
are wanting one now. Saturday Morning Fan says.
He played some
CCR for them.
Oh, Creedence Clearwater.
Yeah, Revival. Teens' first time hearing records. The records are awesome. Frankenfrog says he'll definitely vote for us. Do you guys mind if I shout you out on the post? Not at all.
No, shout us out. I'll vote.
Saturday Morning says he'll vote for us. DeQuantum Ellen says the new Mondo 112 look like NECA statues. Masterverse quality is glaring against Mythic Legions and Frazetta lines. It seems the smaller lines have some advantage.
And that's the thing that scares me about the smaller lines, because Super 7 was like this. They started out real good. Price nice and cheap.
So did Mezco.
Yeah, price nice and cheap. Quality up there. Then they started getting some traction. Then the price went up.
And then they went mainstream. Then they got contracts with that Super 7 contracts with Target and Walmart. And then it got weird. Extreme Zone says, get the victory speeches ready. That's right. And I'll put on the crowd. And I was like, of course I won. No, no, I'll try not to be conceited about it. Chernobyl said, toy collecting is out of hand. Scalpers to companies trying to bleed the customers. You really have to pick and choose wisely. Yes, you do.
You do. I mean, because...
Oh, Munin says that they nominated us as well as some other people.
Oh, thank you.
I have no idea. I have no idea who gave us nominations. I have no idea.
Robert does a lot of 1/6 scale in NECA, and he does a lot of kit bashing and customizing. So, yeah, he does a lot of that. You got my vote. Thank you, Reynard, and everybody else.
Yeah, sure. We appreciate it.
Yeah, but that's a lot of money to be shelling out just for the stuff to be falling apart in your hand, and then for the toy companies to not care. And when I say not care, that means they ain't trying to fix that stuff. They know it's falling apart. They get the complaints, and then they make videos talking about the complaints, but they don't fix them.
They pick on you. I remember when Funko was putting out humor videos, laughing at people complaining about the poor quality of the packaging. So it's like, yeah, they think it's a joke. It's not a joke, man. These are your consumers. You're gonna piss them off.
Yeah, because you got to vote with your dollars. You got to speak with your dollars. Stop buying that stuff, and then that's the only thing that make them hear is you not buying it. That's why I quit buying NECA. I no longer get Super 7 stuff.
Yeah.
A lot of the modern toys I quit getting. Some of it now, I'm not gonna lie. Every now and then, if something just really catches my eye, I will get it. But the only thing they hear is dollar signs. Yep, Super 7 stuff just falling apart on the shelves. I mean, I remember when Super 7, the shiny plastic, the heads compared to, they were just,
Says the
when they
quantum melon
first
there.
came out.
Yep.
We're going to give you the website, Robert. When everything is ready to go and it's time for you to vote, we'll put out a video and you can click on the link and all of that.
Because I think it's all the way in November when they announce any winners. So, but yeah, it's going to be a minute. They just closed the nominations like the other day, and somebody told me I was on the list. And I went and I looked and I was like, oh, hell, we are on the list. And Saturday Morning points it out. They said some 60s action figures are in great shape. My 60s figures are fine. They're in perfect shape. And that's the that's the thing.
This old Texas boy will for sure vote for you.
Thank you, Pastor Rick. But yeah, all my 64 GI Joes, they work fine. They work fine. Or the 1974 Amigo figures are still intact, and they've been played with. They've been played with, and they're still in one piece. What does that tell you? And you got stuff falling over on the shelf and smashed. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, now everybody's going to crowdfunding, especially these smaller companies. I guess you don't want to make 1,000 figures and then you only sell 10.
Yeah, or they don't have the money to even get started in the first place until the crowdfunding goes through. You do have to watch out with that though, because I've heard a lot of scams with crowdfunding as well. So, but yeah, a Super 7, they got big and then it got weird. And same thing with Mezco, same thing with NECA. These companies all started off with projecting themselves with very different intentions. But when the money started flowing, as they say, money talks and bullshit walks.
No, it's not the YouTube Awards, Blue Splash. It's called the
CBC,
Comic Book Community Awards. And it's this guy. He has a YouTube channel, but it is a channel. It is a channel, but it's not from YouTube. It's this guy. And every year he puts together, I guess he scours YouTube and people nominate comic book channels. And it's very organized. I've watched it for the last 2 years because other comic book YouTuber friends that we have, they'll tell us, hey, I've been nominated, go vote. And then I'll watch the announce, because he does a big announcement of who won, and I'll watch it. And he breaks it down really good by how many subscribers you have, the type of content you put out, and all of this. It's very organized and it's really nice. So now he doesn't do nothing else on that channel, but every year he puts out, okay, it's time to nominate, voting is open, and here are the results. So he'll do that.
Yeah.
So
Saturday Morning says Plastic Man's 84 this year. That's going way back when he was like in those police comics, right? Wasn't it police comics?
I don't know.
That Plastic Man was originally in. I don't have any Golden Age Plastic Man.
Seems like I got one. No, I don't think
you
so.
do.
I doubt that.
I don't think you do. Golden Age Plastic Man.
Yeah, I doubt that very much.
Just take all the Golden Age I can get.
Yeah.
That Golden Age Raggedy Ann and Andy.
Yeah. I got a couple of Golden Age something.
She does. That's yours. Those are all Golden Age.
Yeah, those crime.
All
those crime books there.
Crime and Police and Boy and Wanted, and Clue and all of that stuff right there. Yeah.
It was a cartoon.
Yeah, well, in the 80s, there was a Plastic Man cartoon. I don't know if there was one before that, but I know in the 80s, they had a Plastic Man cartoon. It used to be on ABC in the morning.
Oh, okay.
Saturday morning goodness.
Oh, okay.
Weird show. Weird show. The one I remember in particular is that like robots or machines had taken over the earth. All the machines came alive, like washing machines and television sets and everything were alive. And they were using batteries as currency. Saturday morning cartoon.
Kind of lame.
Well, yeah, it was very lame. But what are you going to do? So was Scooby-Doo, and a lot of people love that.
I hated Scooby-Doo. That was like ultra cheesy, and I don't know. I just didn't like that show at all.
I liked the Archies.
Yeah, we watched the Archies.
But that's
We watched
Filmation,
Mm-hmm.
and the first Archies was like 1967, I think,
Mm-hmm.
something like that. Saturday morning Archies. That was funny though.
Yeah.
The Archies was fun. And then the Archies had several incarnations from Filmation, including Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
Yeah.
But
and then they brought it back. Well, the live action or the comics, they brought back a few years ago, and it was ultra changed.
Yeah, well, they did. They brought back Sabrina the Teenage Witch twice, a live action from the early 90s, and then another live action not too long ago, but the new one wasn't very good at all. But anyways, we are actually past the 2-hour mark, so we're going to go ahead and start wrapping things up. Wanted to say special thanks, of course, to Pastor Rick and to T. Stewart for making donations to the channel today. Always appreciated. Again, that goes towards our shelter cats.
Yes.
If you wanted to see more of the shelter cats, it's at Stray Cat Sanctuary 1945 on YouTube. I will try to clean up that title if they'll let me, because that's the one they stuck me with. You know how it is. Thank you, everyone else, for joining us here this evening. Hope you got something out of it. Hope you had a good time. And we will catch you again sometime soon.